Hey, what up? It's Brad with Home Love Construction, and in this video, I want to talk to you about grout and tile. Specifically, should you be trying to match your grout to your tile color? And the answer is a little bit of it depends, but I do have a recommendation for you in here. So let me start off with the recommendation. I do recommend that in most cases, you actually try to blend the grout with your tile. The purpose of a tile, especially as we get into the world of large format tiles and they become more and more prevalent, is you don't want to see the grout joints. You also don't want to have to worry about cleaning the grout joints. So if the grout joint matches the tile, they're more low profile. Cleaning makes it easier because they tend to wear and fade in the same amount and stay the same color. And it just makes for a less noticeable, cleaner product, because if there is a little bit of unevenness in the grout, or if it like gets on the tile a little bit and there's like maybe a little bit too much left in the corner, it's not noticeable and it doesn't come out as a thing that is just an eyesore forever and ever. Now, on the other hand, I get some people who are really excited about using the grout to highlight the design of the tile. And so there are certain applications where I would recommend this, but there are only a few, so listen closely. Number one, I would not recommend using a grout that is darker than your tile. There's a couple of reasons for this. Number one, dark grouts can stain tiles. There are certain types of tiles like natural stone, polished porcelain, even some ceramics that will stain if you put a dark grout on a light tile. I've seen it happen in person. I've talked to tile suppliers. It can happen. And if that happens, that is a thing that you need to be aware of. It's not the tile installer doing anything wrong. It's dark grout can stain light tiles. So let's put that out there and be very clear about that. Now that said, there are times, and I've seen great applications, where you use grout to accent the design of the tile. You actually highlight the tile by doing a different color grout. The way to do that properly is to use a colored tile. Like I've seen it done with a beautiful, almost like a royal blue, not even royal blue, but lighter than that, maybe like a cyan tile that was done in a herringbone pattern, a subway tile that was laid in a herringbone, and we used white grout on it. It looks freaking incredible. That's one of the best shower surrounds I've ever seen. And it was actually only just a little tub surround, but it came out so nice, so like clean, crisp. The tile install was great. Now what that requires is if you're gonna accent the tile design, the design has to be great. So you have to be sure you're using a top-notch installer. So in that case we did, and so we decided to highlight it because I was confident in his work. If you're not confident in your tile installer's work, don't highlight the work, obviously, right? But if you don't think about this, this is not something that you might even think about, and you might be finished with an unsatisfactory finished product. And so the reason that I tell you this is you're not going to hear this from your installer. Tile installers, they do one thing, they install tile, and they do it day in and day out. So if there's a little bit of an error, it might be a big deal to you. To them, it's like, hey, this tile is just 1/8 of an inch out of level. What's the big deal? But to you, it's the only tile that you get. So it's a big deal. So you have to have an installer that understands fully what you're going for and really doesn't have to disclaimer their work by saying, hey, this might be a little bit off. You've got to be someone who's like, no, it's going to be great. It's going to be perfect. Let's just get this thing done. That's the type of people that we like to use. So, obviously make your own choices if you're doing your own renovation. So that said, that's how I would highlight tile, is by going with a lighter grout. So typically my preference is to blend the grout with the tile. If you're doing something where you need to accent the tile, I would recommend going lighter, not darker, as darker grout can stain the tile. One thing that I fully stay away from 100% is black grout, unless the tile is actually black. We have had some black tile installs lately, like if it's more of like a earthy stone look and then the rest of the bathroom is light, that can look amazing. And so in black tile applications, it's fine, no issue at all. Just be sure you offset the black with a little bit of accent of some light stuff or some color. So that said, to recap, no black grout with white tile. Do not recommend it at all. I would recommend that if you're going to accent the tile, go lighter with the grout. And finally, the most safe thing to do with your tile is to match the grout color to the tile color as close as you can. As a bonus, I will say the best grouts to use are Ardex, which is, I believe, a German company, and then Mapei. Ardex is spelled A-R-D-E-X. Mapei is spelled M-A-P-E-I. Ardex is a little bit harder to find, but it is, in my opinion, easier to work with and a slightly higher quality product than Mapei. Mapei is easier to find. They have about the same color selection. Mapei is a little bit more readily available, but Ardex is a better product if you can get it locally near you or if you can order it online. So that said, if you have a renovation project in the Tampa Bay area that you would like us to design and build, that's what we do at Home Love Construction. We do design and we do build. Please send an email to homeloveconstruction@gmail.com or go to our website, homelove.construction, and click the Get a Quote link so that we can connect you with our design team and get your project started. If you're not in the Tampa Bay area, but you still like our help with the design of your project, happy to do that as well. Do the same process. Just let us know that you're not in our service area so that we can connect you with the people who handle our designs remotely. We do have people who do that for us as well. Super fun process. It's great to do design. We just love it. So that said, you can reach us there. Please also subscribe to the YouTube channel. It does help me a lot personally. It helps me to help people like you because we get more clients, we're able to do more projects, we learn more, and then we share experiences here on what we learn. For example, don't do black grout with white tile. It doesn't usually come out looking that good. So that said, I do appreciate your attention. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.